Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Honorable, our advisor and examiner. In this video, I will to explain about my final project. The title is Design and Analyze the Green Energy of Mesh Network for Smart Village on Paciran, Lamongan. Before I explain about my final project, let me introduce myself. My name is Retno Fitri, NRP 10. Table of contents, background, problem formulation, research, purpose, problem limitation, research methodology, literature review, timeline, and reference. The background is the village is the most important unit in the government system. Therefore, innovation in village development is needed to develop a lot of village potential with the aim of improving the welfare of the community and as an effort to enhance national development. One of the famous innovations lately to advance the village is the smart village. Emerging telecommunication technology requires real implementation of the need of people in rural areas. With this, a communication plan is carried out to create a smart village. Smart village design planning involves three villages in Paciran Lamongan, namely Tunggul Village, Kranji Village, and Paciran Village. To design a network using a mesh network that connects the three villages. However, this research also priority green energy in terms of energy consumption at the base station, which is spread in three villages so that the use of energy is more optimal. Problem formulation. Number 1. How is the network design scenario for inter-village communication? Number 2. How is the energy consumption testing system used on the network design? Number 3 is how is efficient the energy of the communication system that has been given cell zooming technique. Next is research purpose. Number 1, design a mesh network in three villages on Paciran Lamongan. Number 2, test the energy consumption of the network that has been designed. And number 3 is comparing the energy consumption in the first network with the energy consumption in the network that has been given a cell zooming technique. The problem limitation. Number 1, the communication technology used is AEE 802.11. Number 2, the village used in the simulation are Paciran Village, Tunggul Village, and Kranji Village, location in Paciran Lamongan. Number 3 is analysis of energy consumption used in network that are designed using cell zooming technique at the base station. This is my research methodology. Here is the research methodology that I use for this final project. First, all I do is survey the location I'm going to use for the research. Then I do the area mapping for the research area. Then I create a mesh network design based on the area mapping that I create early. After I made the design of the mesh network, I will do a system implementation to test the energy consumption of the network design that has been created before. Then, from the result, of the consumption energy testing, I would do the added cell zooming technique in base station. To know about the result, I'm comparing consumption energy force network with added cell zooming technique and make the conclusion of the process and result that has been obtained. Next is survey location. First is survey the location for the research. The location I use for final project is in Paciran Lamongan. This location has total area of 61.303 km and is chosen because it is location on the coast which is in accordance with the final project theme that is Smart Island that focus on smart village. Area mapping. After survey the location, I do the area mapping for my research. In here, I'm using three villages for the research, namely Paciran Village, Tunggul Village, and Kranji Village. The three villages in the research scenario will be interconnected where the Paciran Village as Taurid Village, Tunggul Village, is a fish producing village and Kranji village is as a fish seller village. This is a mesh network design. Is green energy. To release green energy using cell zooming technique in base station to reduce energy consumption and balance the traffic. The cell with light traffic load can zoom out to serve some of the user into other cell. The technique of transferring the load from heavily loaded base station to the lightly load on in is termed as load balancing. Next is flowchart cell zooming technique. First is start and input total base station and peak traffic, and then process the number of base station and calculate traffic volume, and then process generate user on each base station, and then process calculate the load factor of base station, and process calculate the power consumption before using cell zooming technique, and then process to time review and decision. In decision, make two conditions. Condition 1 is switch off base station and process iteration, and second condition is base station is mode on. This is my literature review. Number 1 is cell zooming technique, number 2 green energy, and number 3 is mesh network. This is my timeline and 7 activity in 12 months. Study of literature, area mapping, design mesh network, design energy consumption using cell zooming technique, compare energy consumption before and after use cell zooming technique, and evaluation, analysis, and conclusion. This is my reference. Number 1 is performance analysis of cell zooming based centralized algorithm for energy efficient in Surabaya. Number 2 is efisiensi energi pada jaringan seluler dengan teknik base station sleep mode. Number 3 is an overview of cell zooming algorithm and power saving capability in wireless network, and number 4 is a shortly connected mesh topology for high performance and energy efficient network on chip architecture. Thanks for attention, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.